Well, hello there, and welcome to part 2 of the top 10 biggest beefs in NBA history. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, make sure to check out that video first, and feel free to check out our other videos as well. Once again, welcome to Hoop Nation, where we cover everything NBA. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Number 5. Tony Parker vs. Brent Barry. Number 5 on this list features another outside-of-the-court affair between former teammates Tony Parker and Brent Barry. Parker's ex-wife, Desperate Housewives star Eva Longoria, had filed for divorce from Parker in 2010, stating that the main reason for their breakup was irreconcilable differences. But rumors were swirling around that the real reason for the breakup was Tony's infidelity. Apparently, Tony had a sexting relationship with Brent Barry's then ex-wife, Erin, and then the two allegedly leaned on each other as their respective marriages were falling apart. Soon after the shocking revelation got into the wild, Brent divorced Erin, while the Parker-Longoria divorce was still pending on court. Number 4. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. The beef between Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook will go down as one of the greatest beefs in NBA history. But before we get into the good stuff, let us first have a quick rewind to see how the former teammates turned into bitter rivals. As you all know, Durant and Westbrook have been sharing the glory together as the 1-2 punch for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They made their first finals trip in 2012, but ultimately fell short against the Heat. As the years have gone by, the two led OKC in consecutive playoffs appearances, but despite being perennial all-stars, KD and Brody never brought a championship in OKC. Fast forward 2016, OKC were once again positioned for a finals trip as they were leading 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. But with just one win away, OKC suffered a monumental collapse in the hands of the Warriors, blowing a 3-1 advantage that led to OKC's demise in 7 games. In the following season, Durant decided to jump ship, and to everyone's surprise, he joined the team that had just previously eliminated his former team, the Golden State Warriors. Westbrook took it as a stab in the back because he thought Durant will be resigning with OKC. When Durant was asked about his sudden decision in joining the Warriors, he responded by saying, "I really feel grateful to play for a team like that and play with a bunch of players who are selfless and enjoy the game in its purest form. They make it about the players. They make it about the environment, so it was really an easy choice." After Durant said those statements, Westbrook retorted by saying, "That's cute," and a bunch of other condescending stuff hurled directly at KD. Westbrook said, "But my job is to worry about what's going on here. We're going to worry all about the selfish guys we have over here, apparently. So we're going to figure that out." After Westbrook posted a cupcake photo on his Instagram account, which was obviously an indirect attack to Durant and labeling him as soft, the two just went at it from inside to outside of the court. Number 3. Kevin Durant and Draymond Green. With the beef against Westbrook now in the rearview mirror, Kevin Durant was once again involved in another feud. This time around, it was a spat against the Warriors' resident loudmouth, Draymond Green. After his departure from OKC, Durant was able to grab back-to-back championships in the Bay Area. Everything was going right for the mighty Warriors since no one can really stop them at this point. But the seemingly unstoppable dynasty was stopped on its tracks thanks to an internal rift. So the feud between KD and Draymond happened halfway throughout their 3rd season playing as teammates. With the score tied in the last few seconds against the Clippers, Draymond grabbed the rebound after a missed shot. Everyone in the arena knew what was supposed to happen on that possession. Draymond would give the ball to the greatest closer in the league, and every Warrior would get the hell out of the way. But that's not what happened. After getting the rebound, Draymond kept dribbling, and eventually he stumbled and lost the ball. The buzzer has sounded and the game went to overtime. During the final possession, Durant was visibly upset for not having the ball the last seconds of the game. He said, "That play happened. I was going to grab the rebound, and he came and grabbed it. I'm thinking, he's just going to toss it to me, and we're going to run up court, and I'm going to shoot the shot." As they were heading to the bench, the tension between Durant and Draymond was slowly brewing, and as soon as the two took a seat, a heated exchange ensued afterwards. And then when we came back, I just heard him screaming, and I was like, hold up. He's usually screaming when he comes back to the bench, but what is he saying? Then he started going off, and I'm just like, maybe it's because I was fucking pissed that he didn't give me the rock, because I didn't say nothing. It was just in my body language. I was just clapping and like, fuck. After the verbal altercation incident, the Warriors management had suspended Draymond for conduct detrimental to the team. Meanwhile, Durant began to slowly distance himself from the rest of the team. He also expressed that the team should have talked about the situation instead of putting the issue under the rug. After the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals, Durant left for Brooklyn, and he stated his beef with Draymond has greatly impacted his decision in leaving the Golden State for good. Number 2. Kobe Bryant versus Shaquille O'Neal. The feud between Kobe and Shaq was arguably the most popular beef in modern NBA history. The origin of their beef dates all the way back to the NBA first lockout in the 1998-1999 season when Shaq and Kobe were playing on the opposite teams during a pickup game in Southwest College. We were on opposite teams and trash talking, and you kept saying, "Yeah, take that little bitch. Take that little bitch." I'm looking around, "Oh, bitch, he's talking to me. He's talking to me." I said, "Well, hold on. I ain't gonna be too many more of those little bitch." We can say that this incident triggered and fueled succeeding Kobe and Shaq beefs. After winning their first championship together, Kobe had some words about Shaq's work ethic, and when he came out of shape into the training camp, the relationship between Kobe and Shaq started to turn sour at this point, especially when the Lakers shifted their offense and worked around Bryant. Shaq has always been the centerpiece of the team, and he doesn't let Kobe take the spotlight away from him. Regardless of this, the Lakers still managed to capture their second and third straight championships, even if the two were not on the same page. Entering the next season, Shaq was criticized for not treating his toe injury early on at the start of the season. The Lakers finished 5th in the West and ultimately got knocked out by the Spurs in the second round. The 03-04 season will be the last season that Shaq and Kobe would play together. The Lakers got some key additions in the offseason, adding all-star veterans Karl Malone and Gary Payton in the lineup. So everything seems to be fine, right? Well, almost. Despite reaching the finals, the star-studded lineup of the Lakers got swept by the underdog Detroit Pistons. The Lakers went out in 5 games in a humiliating fashion. Shaq called out Kobe for being a ball hog and not passing the ball that much. Kobe then retaliated by saying that Shaq should focus more on playing post because he's not a shooting guard. From there, things just spiraled out of control. In the next season, the Lakers management chose Kobe over Shaq to be their primary star, and Shaq got immediately traded to the Miami Heat. The beef between the two didn't die just yet, until Kobe and Shaq were named as co-MVP in the 2009 All-Star Game. How many more championships do you think Shaq and Kobe would win if they decided to continue playing with each other? Let me know your thoughts on this one through your comments below. Here we go. Number 1. Michael Jordan versus Isiah Thomas. If you've watched The Last Dance, then you're probably aware of the 2-decade-old beef between Michael Jordan and Isiah Thomas. It's pretty evident that the animosity between the two Hall of Famers started during the famous walk-off incident, where the Pistons decided not to shake the hands of the Bulls after they got swept in their home floor, and the mystery that had surrounded Isiah's exclusion from the Dream Team. But there were other theories on how the feud between MJ and Isiah came about. According to Isiah's Piston teammate, John Sally, the beef really started when Thomas's nephew wore a Michael Jordan jersey in front of him. John Sally explained, "Isiah goes home and his nephew is wearing a Bulls jersey, a Michael Jordan Bulls jersey. He said, 'Hey, what are you doing? We in Chicago. That's my team.' It's his nephew. He was not really understanding that the great Isiah Thomas plays for Detroit. 'We don't wear that. We wear this. But I'm from Chicago. I'm down with the Bull movement.' Isiah was mad at that, not to Michael personally. In his brain, every time I play against this dude, I'm gonna try to go off so my nephew sees this is the jersey you should wear. Never at Michael." There's another theory that may have sparked the beef. This time, it happened in the 1985 All-Star Game, also known as the Freeze-Out Game. Michael Jordan was one of the fastest rising stars in the NBA at the time. So much so that he even got included in the All-Star Game as a rookie. As a slightly experienced player, Isiah will not allow the young Jordan to outshine him in this opportunity. Allegedly, Isiah has arranged a plot to embarrass Jordan as a baptism of fire in his first ever All-Star Game. Jordan was completely shut down and finished the night on 2 out of 9 shooting. After the All-Star Game, Michael was pissed and came back by pouring a 49-point explosion while grabbing 15 boards along with 5 assists and 4 steals against the Pistons. Do you think this was the real origin of the MJ-Isiah beef? Let me know through your comments if you think this is where it all began. So, there you have it. I hope you've liked this beef series, and let us know other beefs that should be included in this list by dropping your comments below. This has been Hoop Nation, where we cover everything NBA. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and be part of our monthly shoutout giveaway. Once again, thanks for watching this video. See you next time.